Hi, this is Joyce of Miss Joyce Tarot, and I'm here with the weekly tarot advice for all signs. It could be applied to your sun, moon, or rising. And this is for the week of January 12th through the 18th. And so we have just come out of an eclipse. And actually, I'm taping this like almost on Friday, right before the eclipse, Friday morning. I'm on the East Coast. So, because I think the eclipse has affected just about everyone in some way or another. And so far for me, the eclipse has affected me in a really great way. Some fortunate things have happened to me, but it is requiring me to change my schedule a little bit. And I'm filming this video earlier than I usually would. Usually I do them on Saturdays, but I'm doing it on a Friday today. But the thing is, hopefully, this has been a really good eclipse season for you, that things have been going well for everyone. And if you have had some challenging situations, just know that in the long run, it's probably to help you achieve even a higher goal for yourself, for your spiritual growth. And actually, when I upload this video, this will be shown on Sunday. So, and that is a day where we have the Saturn Pluto conjunction, and that is the first time the Saturn and Pluto have met in the sign of Capricorn in about 500 years. With that being said, all of this is being filmed beforehand, so um, who knows what kind of events will happen in the meantime, but hopefully that we can get through all of it. I think that no matter when we have our moments of change and transformation, it really is a matter of perspective and the decisions that we make in response to these events that come up. So that's a lot to think about, but do think about that when I pull your card for your sun, moon, and rising. Keep that in mind for the week. And I'm going to start with Aries, sun, moon, and rising. And the card that we have for Aries, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, is the Seven of Cups. So Aries, this may be a week where you are expressing and feeling the same things that a lot of us are going to be feeling this week. This is a card that shows that there may be so many conflicting emotions around you. The cups represent emotions, and there's so much to choose from. You may have a lot of situations in your life where you're having to react or feel, or things are hitting you different ways. Maybe some things are making you happy, maybe some things not as much. But I think with the Seven of Cups, the advice here would be not to do anything rashly. This is a time where you're going to have to just feel the things that you feel and really process what these things actually mean to you in your life, and strategize how you're going to deal with each of these different scenarios. There's no need to rush into anything, because sometimes when emotions are involved and we have so many things to choose from, things look better than they do at times. Sometimes, or even the opposite. I know that for me, I don't know whether you experience this, but things always seem worse at night. I think people worry at night, and then in the morning, maybe the situation doesn't seem as bad, or even it's not even clear why it was an issue in the first place. And by the same token, some things may look really like a positive situation, and then in the light of day, you realize that maybe it's not as good as it looks. So the thing is just to really take your time and weigh out these emotions before you react to anything. So now we're going to move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your card for the week. Okay, 2 cards came out, so I'm just going to do both, and they're both really powerful cards. We have Death and we have the World. So Taurus, this is a really intense time for you. Your world may be changing a lot. Situation may be coming up that really is forcing you to change, but the change is definitely for the better with the World card. The World card is saying that this is something that can completely take you over to a new cycle to complete what you have been wanting to do anyway. This is a time where you may be achieving what you want, and to me this seems like this is one of those cases where it's a positive change, where things are happening for the better, and all that's left for you to do now is to really step up and own the success that you have, and to really let that carry you through and give you the confidence to do whatever it is you want to do, and to even begin a new cycle of new challenges to help you grow even more. So that's for Taurus. And now we're moving on to Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Gemini, your card is the 7 of Wands. So Gemini, this is a time for you to stand your ground. This may particularly relate to something that's going on at your job. This could be something that people are challenging you about, something that you feel really strongly about. You have worked so hard, and that you don't want that work to be for nothing. So stand up for who you are and what you believe and what you want, and let people know that you won't be deterred. And sometimes that may be enough for them to back off, but you deserve what you want. You deserve what you want. You have worked hard for it, and don't let anybody take that away from you. So now we're going to move on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card for Cancer is the 8 of Cups. Cancer, this is a time for you to get away from your comfort zone. Sometimes, you have built up a nice, comfortable position for yourself. Things are exactly the way you want them to, and then life becomes stagnant, and maybe it's time for you to move on from that comfortable position. And it may not necessarily mean that you completely give up what you have, but maybe you add on, or maybe it is a time for you to do something different. This is an eclipse. We're having the Pluto-Saturn conjunction, and maybe this is the energy that you need to actually move forward now. Maybe it has been difficult for you to do so in the past, but with all of this energy, maybe something is happening that is actually forcing you to move in a different direction, or to move from the place of comfort that you have been in. And it can seem scary, but at the same time, once you get into it, sometimes when you're blown, when you're pushed in a direction, and you get to that destination, and it's like, okay, I'm here, and everything's okay. So that's something to think about, to just really take any opportunities that have come your way at this time in order to move in a direction of change. All right, so now we have Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card we have for Leo is the Three of Pentacles. So Leo, this is a time for you to really be proud of what you're doing and to really show others what you have. You have worked hard and you also deserve any praise that you get. And this could really be in connection with your job or even with your finances. Maybe a little bit of conspicuous spending is in order for you, or just a little bit. Don't completely tap out your bank account, but maybe there's something a time for you to do something nice for yourself, to show people that you are successful. And even more than that, you want to do something and do something of value to show yourself, for yourself, that you have worked hard and that you are now able to do something of a practical nature, something that helps to make you more comfortable. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people think that being poor or not having money is a virtue. And there's nothing wrong with not having money, but there's nothing wrong with having money as well. And if you have money, discretionary money to spend, then why not? Once in a while, it's not a matter actually of bragging about what you have, but it's nice to look nice and to do nice things for yourself. So now we have Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card we have is the Devil. So this is a time where you can really free yourself of any of the self-limiting thoughts that you have, Virgo. You are not beholden to anyone. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You don't have to stay at a job. You don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to be tied down by anything or anyone. And by the same token, if you are having concerns in terms of maybe smoking or drinking too much or any other of that type of addiction, then this can be a time for you to really get the help that you need. You don't have to be tied to that. And getting unattached, once you're attached to a self-limiting idea or behavior, it's not easy. But it's not the person and it's not the substance that is really tying you. It is your own mental beliefs. So really try to get into that frame of mind where you are saying, I can do it. I can try to exert control over my own life. Okay, so now we get to Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Libra, your card is the Five of Swords. This may be a week where you're having to think about your words and what you say and how you relate to people. This is a time where you really have to think about what is worth fighting for and what is just really petty and can be left alone. Sometimes we get into a back and forth with people with our words and we just want to make our point. We want to be right. And whether you're right or wrong is really not even the issue. It's whether you have to convince other people that you are right. Does it really matter whether someone else believes you're right? If you're right, you're right, and things will come out in the wash in the long run. And sometimes you have to let people do their own thing, let them walk away, or even just stay silent instead of imposing your opinion on them. Sometimes people have to learn on their own, and no amount of convincing and talking can make them change their mind. So if that's the case, then maybe that's the time to back off. It'll save you a whole lot of heartache and a whole lot of energy. So there you are. And now we're going to move to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card for the week is the Sun. And that you can't get any better than that. This is one of the happiest, if not the happiest card in the deck. This is a time for you to really celebrate. This could be also a time for you where you are experiencing happy changes in your life. And if that is the case, then definitely that is something to celebrate. Just come from a place of joy. Just enjoy it. Feel it. Feel the love around you. Feel the love that you have for yourself. Feel the love that the universe is giving to you. And just let your inner child out and enjoy, have fun, and be in this moment. Be in the moment of happiness. So that's awesome. And so now we're going to go to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment. And Sag, your card is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a week where you may be having to wait a little bit for the things that you have been looking for. Maybe this is a time where you have been putting in a lot of effort, planting seeds and making plans, and things seem to be at a standstill. So you may want to give it a little bit more time. And by the same token, maybe a watched pot never boils. So just walk away from it, not ignore it completely, but let it grow. Let it go. Sometimes we make our intentions to do something, and then we try to put our energy into it, but things don't happen on our time necessarily. Sometimes we have to allow the universe to do what it has to do. And if that's the case for you, then let the universe do what you have to. Then let the universe do what it has to do. Move on maybe to another project and still keep an eye on this one. And sometimes when we're not thinking about it, that's when things happen for us. So keep that in mind. And just because it's not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. So don't give up. And now we're going to go to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card we have for Capricorn is the Two of Swords. So Capricorn, you may be having to make a decision, and it may be a decision that is really stark, either yes or no, right or left. But the thing is, don't allow it to just be in your head. This is not just a logical decision that you have to make. You also have to allow all of you to really be a part of it. You have to open your eyes, be willing to see what the situation is, and you also have to allow your heart to speak a little bit. And these two things, what you see, what's physically happening, what you feel, allow those two things to inform your brain on what to do. So it should be like more of a holistic approach to how you make this decision. Don't blindfold yourself, and don't cross your hands over your heart. Allow all parts of you to speak to your mind. So now we go to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Aquarius, and your card is the Seven of Swords. So Aquarius, this is the time where you need to watch your step. This is not a time to take everything at face value. If someone is telling you something, now is not the time just to say okay or to agree to things. It's also not a time to jump to conclusions. So take what you hear with a grain of salt and observe from the background. Listen and observe and watch instead of reacting in the moment or believing something in the moment. It is going to be the observation that really tells you over a period of time, maybe over the week, where someone really is coming from. And by the same token, please be careful about how you behave. Make sure that you stay in your own integrity. All of us have a little bit of intuition, and maybe if you're not telling the truth, maybe someone is going to be able to detect that or get an inkling of that, and maybe they're going to be watching you to make sure that you are staying in line, and one false move and you are caught in a lie. So just be careful about that, whether underhandedness is being directed toward you or you are trying to be underhanded. So we all do it sometimes, Aquarius. We don't all have to always make sure that we are standing in our integrity. So now we get to Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card for you is the Ace of Wands. So this time period, this week, is a awesome new beginning for you. You are just full of passion and ideas, and you're going to be able to implement these things in your life. Perhaps the eclipses have brought about some new opportunities for you, and now you're going to be able to put into motion the things that you are passionate about. So this is an exciting time. Go full speed ahead with whatever ideas that you have and just enjoy. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will talk to you soon.